How's it going, everybody? Brandon Vincent here. And this is going to be something that I've just started. I don't even know what it is, but I'm going to call it today Coffee Contemplations. This is my coffee mug. I have some delicious light blend coffee here in my French press, and I just want to get in the zone here and kind of just express some thoughts and just kind of get in the rhythm, kind of get the blood flowing today, and I thought I'd start with I have no plan, but I want to talk about a post that I put on Instagram yesterday. So I drove down to a local beach here it was actually in St. Martin's, which is about 45 minutes away from where I live, and I had about 2 hours to my next appointment. And I mean, in a world where we're always plugged in, tuned in, turned on to something, alert notifications, checking inboxes, text messages, phone calls, all this stuff's happening all the time. It keeps people just kind of plugged right into the zone, and I find it can distract people because there's so much information coming at us all the time, and we're being almost told to feel certain ways, marketing and advertising, and you need to have the next best thing, and chasing this and chasing that, and it's all a lot for sure. And I find it's very, very beneficial to take time whenever you can and just slow it down, and look around and realize that all this stuff that we have going on, well, the world's doing its own thing too. We have our own agendas in our mind, and sometimes it feels like the world's revolving right around us, but that is not the case at all. It's not the case. The world's been around before us. It's going to be around a long time after us. And sometimes it's just nice to kind of ground yourself in that aspect and in that thought, and realize that there's so much bigger stuff at play. And that's why I love anytime I start to feel overwhelmed or a little bit stressed out, I like to go find I grew up on the East Coast here, so I like to go find some ocean. I find the ocean is it's this immense organism of life, and it's so powerful, the things that it's able to do, and it can create caves and destroy and create, and waters. I find it's a very grounding thing, because you just kind of realize the mass landscape that it holds on Earth, and it puts things into perspective a little bit. And water's been around, the ocean, and these waters are always changing, but they've been around since the dawn of time pretty well. Yeah. And it's a very grounding thing when you think about it, and think about how it's been there for so long, and how societies and civilizations before us relied on making villages near water, just like we do today. But all the adversity that they would have had to go through, all the adversity that those people before us, our ancestors, our bloodlines, my grandparents, your great-great-great-grandparents, whether they were immigrants somewhere else, which is probably the case for just about everybody, whether they were wherever they were from, everybody went through something to get to where we are today, for me to be having this conversation, and for you to be able to listen. Major adversities, famines, plagues, tribal wars, depressions, saber-toothed tigers, avalanches, floods, hurricanes, natural disasters, diseases, and scars and battles, and things that everybody would have had to go through to get to where we are today. And I just think about how strong the people were before us. Geez, you ever watch that movie, like the Revenant? That was a lifestyle at one point. People had to live like that. And that's just an example. It goes back forever. And to think about some of the problems we have today, which do seem overwhelming, and they are huge, they are real problems. But I always like to try to put things into perspective, to bring it back down, And yeah, that's my talk today. Is just on grounding. Is on grounding. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to do some more of these. I'm just shooting from the hip here. So hope everybody has an absolutely amazing day, and thank you very much.